good evening. This is Hurricane H, and welcome to this introduction of iHealth Radio and the iHealth channel. Online radio, online channel, live feeds on YouTube, as you can see at this current, feed right now. My name is Hurricane H. I'm your host and talk shows moderator. Welcome to the station. And I'd like to share with you the purpose of the station and why we've created it, why we feel that it's something that you as a consumer or professional would be interested, as well as enjoy the content and, get some knowledge out of it. So this is a 24/7 days a week operation. It is a 24/7 station on the online radio piece of it. You'll be able to listen to music, and also as the shows will be recorded, there's a schedule that will be posted on our website, which is www.ihealthradiousa.com. or the ihealthchannel.com. Either one of those two sites, you will be able to see our schedule. Currently, the schedule is reflecting only music spots and music blocks, which basically covers different genres of music, from the 60s to contemporary, and some mixes and so on and so forth. That's just for the current news. As the shows will begin to record live, and as the shows will become, more relevant, you will be seeing a lot of those placed into the scheduler, and so you can look forward to them, and they will be recurring, shows. So when the time will be locked in, that show will be recurring, week in, week out. So it'll be a regular show that you can look forward to, but they will also be recorded live and basically saved later on for replays on the actual radio station, so you can listen to them a few times a day. So if you're in a different time zone, if you just don't have time, you can listen to them. But they will also be as podcast available to you to listen to in various stream and podcast streams. So that being said, the mission of the radio or the channel is very simple, is to really educate, enlighten, and motivate and inspire. And let me explain what that means. So educate, obviously, and enlighten is really bringing you the download, the 411 on anything health and health-related topics, anything healthcare, industry-wise. So anything that affects your health, whether it's for your well-being, your provider, your insurance, your pharmaceuticals, innovation in healthcare, any new programs that are available to you that can assist you as a consumer, but also there will be components for professionals that are in the healthcare field. And so if you're in the operations of any health-related company, whether it's an insurance, managed care organization, an HMO, or a hospital system or medical system or pharmaceutical system, we will try to get you guys the knowledge and the experts to address certain topics, and also bring you information that you might or might not have access to. One of the purposes and one of the reasons behind me starting this particular channel for the public is very simple. I've been actually in the healthcare affiliated industries for over 25 years. I'm a healthcare executive with over 25 years in sales marketing, sales operations, in the insurance industry for government programs. So basically Medicare, Medicaid, anything that is state and federal, I can, relate to, and specifically in the sales and marketing operations of the end game. However, I've been entrenched into the business. I have been pretty much in all aspects of the operation, so I can bring you guys a behind the scene look and answer some of the questions that some of you may have. So if you're a professional and you just want to know how to go about certain parts of the business, I can help with that, and I will get some experts to help with that as well. If you're simply a consumer, just like we all are, and we all are very careful about how our health is impacted, what does impact our health, how things affect us day to day, and how industries, that are health or health related, work behind the scenes to produce us with some sort of healthcare. So again, we'll talk about health systems. We'll talk about how the insurance, world works. Not so much in the commercial, but we will also get into the commercials. So the purpose of the station is to be progressive, and we will bring in a lot more information as we progress. Of course, like anything else, this is a beginning, and it's a humble beginning. And I do hope that I get your support as audience. Please subscribe to my channel, Hurricane H, or the iHealth Radio, as well as the iHealth channel on YouTube. And again, send in your suggestions. Suggestions are welcome, topics, discussions are welcome, and comments are welcome. And of course, we'd like to keep this positive. This is not a bash moment on any company, industry, and so on and so forth. It's really educational forum for you. And so there will be different shows, and the shows will be dedicated to different topics. So for instance, we have a show that will be called Sales World, and that's actually for my peeps, the sales folks out there that actually work in the insurance industry. There's another one that is called Broker Life. So if you're in the broker world and you are an insurance producer, that would be a particular topic and program just for that. So it will be an interactive where we can get suggestions, you have questions, how to operate, how things work behind the scenes, how employment works, commissions, regulations, and so on and so forth for that. But then there will be other topics. For example, we will have a program called Senior Health, dedicated to senior markets, to the seniors. So if you're a senior consumer and you need to know more about Medicare, Medicaid, long-term care, Medigap policies, MedSups, we will bring you the knowledge and the content for that. If you're into health and beauty, we will have an actual program called Beautify, and basically it's bringing you different things about beauty and how it works, skincare, all the different innovations and techniques that are available today to you as a consumer or a professional. Because professionals, consumers, we actually kind of do both in life, and so that would be something that would be valuable to all. I will have actually live reports done in the community, in the field, with providers, with insurance experts, whether it's at their place of business, or there will be guests on the show, whether on via Skype or live at the studio. So other topics that we'll be covering will be, for example, Organica, and that's a talk show just about organic health and nutrition and well-being and so on and so forth. Another show that's going to be interesting will be Regulate and Legislate, which is dedicated to regulations and legislation that affects health systems, healthcare, and healthcare related industries. So there's also Double Impact, which is going to be eventually a fun talk show, which will have a guest over, and we'll basically have a tag team conversation about a particular topic of your choice of ours. So again, your input is key. This is your platform, this is your channel, and your radio. So we'd like to bring this to you, again, all these different angles, and hope that eventually you'll get something out of it. What I've known, what I've asked around, and personally, I have not seen something dedicated to health. I mean, there is a weather channel, there is a discovery channel, there's other channels that dedicate to different, themes. So our theme is health and healthcare and anything that is in between. So pharmaceuticals, wellness, fitness, beauty, all of it, nutrition, in nursing, so all of it. Home care. So if it has to do with your health and how you go about it, we will help you get the information. And it will be also seasonal, depending on what's going on, topic of the hour. Like one of the things that's happened recently, obviously, or still going on, potentially a pandemic worldwide, the novel coronavirus, also COVID-19. So that is a big hot topic. And my first, first task actually as a host of this particular station and founder of it is to just do a quick run on it. So actually, I was on a vacation trip that was just pre-programmed 6 months ago, before the station was even born and or the coronavirus was in place. However, as I was actually literally on my flight to Miami, I decided to just give it a shot and maybe do a little live reporting on the actual topic and see how the cruise line company handles the actual interaction with passengers and how well they do in face of a threat like coronavirus. So what I did, and you will be able to see this video live on my YouTube channel here on the iHealth Radio or the iHealth channel, as well as Hurricane H. And so basically, it's just, before we got into the ship, in the port of Miami, and as we were on the ship, showing people going about their business, what the company did well, and they did actually well overall. I was very pleased with the outcome. They actually, asked the right questions. They did due diligence to ensure that nobody that may have potentially the virus, went on board. They actually had sanitizing, stations all over the ship. And so, so it's a very, it's 15 minutes report. And now the quality of the sound on that one may not be the best, as like I said, we were not planning on doing this, but it was spur in the moment. And I just think that it would have been, that it was an actual opportunity, and, I seize every opportunity that there is out there. And so, as we talk about motivation and things like that, I will share more about how I see the world and how I do it personally. Now, if you want to take that from me, that would be great. If not, there's other motivators out there and other people that can be inspirational to you. But again, there is a story to my life, and one day I'll be sharing that live with everyone, as people see it, as an interest. But like I said, so some reports like the one I did on the coronavirus, while I was on a cruise ship in the Caribbean, in the midst of a pandemic potential, in the midst of few ships being quarantined around the world, I wanted to just to show the people that cruising may still be a viable option. There is a risk like everywhere else, but the risk can be minimized if the companies do the due diligence. And frankly, the company did well. Where I found it a little bit of a weakness is as I went to the airport, both in New York and Miami, there was no screening at the airport, bays in terms of if you did or did not have any symptoms of the virus. Maybe again, that's a question that we can discuss. Maybe I'll do something about it and go ask some experts on the matter. I do keep track on the CDC and the World Health Organization to see what's going on live. And again, if you follow on LinkedIn or on my Twitter account, Hurricane H, you will be able to see, and iHealth Radio and the iHealth channel, you will be able to see and follow all the different updates about the coronavirus and any other type of updates on health, Medicare, Medicaid, and topics of the hour, legislation, and so on and so forth. So again, this is what this particular radio and channel will be about. And it is for you, dedicated for you, to bring you information and knowledge about health and health-related and healthcare-related items and topics. So we love your encouragement, we love your feedback, we love your support. Again, as you see this video and or any other videos, please like the channel, subscribe, and help us, continue with this particular opportunity. I do love to do this. I would love to continue doing this and bringing you more and more information. Maybe, you can read about things, you can follow different news and stuff, but I'll bring it to you in a very broken down, simple version. Nothing sophisticated. We will, just simplify the knowledge and the information to you. So if you're a consumer, we'll make it easy. If you're a professional and you want to have anything that we have expertise with, or on, I will be more than happy to share. So sales, marketing, strategy, in terms of insurance and insurance production, and management, leadership, training, all those items I can do, operations and how it works, things like that, behind the scene processes, from soup to nuts, from A to Z, in terms of how it's operationalized, in the insurance world. I can get you that. Also in the provider world and contracting and how some of the decision making is happening, some of the decision making in terms of finance. So we will have a program that is actually health economics. So we'll bring in experts that can talk about, how your healthcare is being funded, how does it work, how the insurance companies get paid, how your contributions, your co-insurance, your copay, your deductibles, are put in place, the decision making on the benefits, how those benefits are designed, what does it take to actually design benefit packages for you. All that stuff on the insurance world will be there. And that will be our strength and forte, of course, because that's my background. But we will develop this into a full platform that covers all different items and angles and different topics when it relates to actually healthcare and health-related field and industries. So that being said, again, Hurricane H, this is the iHealth radio and the iHealth channel, and this is a live intro on the programs and the purpose, the mission of the station. And so look forward to the next videos and the next programs. We will have some interesting reports done live at different providers in the next month or so. So stay tuned, and please, if you see this video, would love to have you subscribe to the channel and also put in your comments. Again, keep it positive. We do not want any negativity on this particular radio or station or channel. It's all content. If you have good feedback, good positive information that you'd like to share with the public, with consumers, our professionals. Again, this is like a LinkedIn version on the radio. It's a LinkedIn version on the actual live feed on YouTube or Facebook. But it's more about disseminating information, knowledge to enlighten people, educate, and also there will be topics for motivation and inspiration to you as a consumer or as an actual professional. That being said, again, Hurricane H. Thank you for watching, and have a great evening. Good night.